That bottle of laundry detergent under your kitchen sink right now, it might be costing you more than it ever should. Every week, millions of Aussies shop at Coles, trusting that the yellow tags, down arrows, and the half price stickers mean genuine savings. But behind those bright specials and familiar logos, there's a pricing reality Coles desperately doesn't want you to see. Artificial price hikes before fake discounts, everyday items quietly costing more than their long-term average price, and products engineered to look cheap while cutting quality at every turn. We've analysed ACCC court filings, tracked price histories across months, and broken down what you're actually paying for versus what you're actually getting. Today we're exposing 7 everyday products sold at Coles supermarkets and how they drain your wallet while pretending to save it. This is the supermarket pricing truth they hoped you'd never discover. Number 1, Coles Smart Buy white bread, marketed as budget-friendly, family-safe, and everyday value. It's positioned as the cheapest staple you can trust, the bread that won't break the bank when you're feeding kids breakfast and school lunches 5 days a week. But flip the bag and check the ingredient list. Ingredients include wheat flour, water, yeast, sugar, vegetable oils, calcium propionate, which is E282, emulsifiers 471 and 481. Translation: this isn't bread, it's engineered foam. Calcium propionate suppresses mold by disrupting microbial growth. Translation: if bacteria won't touch it, why are you feeding it to your family? Those emulsifiers alter gut bacteria composition and force unnatural softness that real bread would never maintain for days. Here's what nutritionists are warning about. These specific emulsifiers are linked to gut inflammation, disruption of the intestinal lining, blood sugar spikes, and increased type 2 diabetes risk, especially in children eating it daily for school. Lunches. The sugar content is listed before oil, meaning there's added sugar in every slice despite zero sweet claims on the packaging. Plain packaging screams simple bread, just flour and water like grandma made. But sugar appears as the 4th ingredient. Where's the transparency about what this product actually is? At $1.40 a loaf, it's cheap up front. But you're paying in nutrition loss, metabolic strain on your children's developing bodies, and gut damage that compounds over years. This is ultra-processed filler disguised as bread. Cheap calories, not real food. Number 2, Coles Ultra Concentrate Laundry Liquid. Promises powerful cleaning for less, tough on stains, gentle on clothes. It's marketed as the smart choice for families who do endless loads every week, but look at the ingredient list. Contains sodium lauryl sulfate, linear alkylbenzene sulfonate, optical brighteners, and fragrance, which is parfum. Translation: harsh detergents that strip oils from fabric and skin. Optical brighteners that fake cleanliness by reflecting light instead of actually removing dirt. Your clothes aren't cleaner, they just look brighter under certain lighting. Linear alkylbenzene sulfonate is a synthetic detergent linked to aquatic toxicity. Here's what Australian dermatologists are reporting. Sodium lauryl sulfate exposure, especially in concentrated formulas like this, is linked to contact dermatitis, eczema flare-ups, and skin barrier damage, especially in children with developing skin. The fragrance component can contain dozens of undisclosed chemicals. Translation: secret irritants that don't need to be named. The word gentle appears nowhere in the actual ingredients, only in advertising language. The concentrate format means higher chemical concentrations per milliliter. You're using less volume but getting more irritant per dose. At $7 for 1.5 litres, you're paying for water as the primary ingredient, synthetic fragrance to mask chemical harshness and irritation that your family's skin will pay for. Cheap laundry shouldn't come at the cost of your skin. Number 3, Coles RSPCA approved chicken breast. Marketed as ethical, premium, and responsibly raised. The packaging features green fields, happy chickens, and that reassuring RSPCA badge. Coles positions this as the guilt-free protein choice. But here's what Coles doesn't advertise. This chicken is injected with salt, water, and phosphate stabilizers, specifically E450. Translation: you're buying water weight. Phosphates bind moisture to inflate the size and weight of the breast. The chicken absorbs water and salt solution, sometimes up to 15 to 20% of the final weight. You're paying chicken prices for salt water pumped into meat. Here's the health reality. High phosphate intake, especially from processed meats, is linked to kidney stress, cardiovascular strain, and calcium imbalance in the body. The sodium content per breast can exceed 450 milligrams, nearly 20% of your daily maximum, from chicken that should be naturally low sodium. The welfare badge is clever marketing. It distracts from food manipulation. Ethics don't equal nutrition. The RSPCA approval relates to animal treatment during life, not what's done to the meat after slaughter. At $12 per kilogram, you're paying meat prices for salted water injected into muscle tissue. This isn't premium protein, It's diluted poultry with a green badge. Number 4. Coles Peanut Butter Smooth. Labelled classic, family favourite. Brown jar, simple font, positioned as the nostalgic choice your parents bought. Just peanuts ground smooth, right? But let's talk about what's actually inside. Ingredients. Peanuts, sugar, vegetable oil, salt, emulsifier 471. Translation. Real peanut butter needs one ingredient, just peanuts. The oil stops natural separation, which is what real peanut butter does. The sugar boosts palatability and triggers mild addiction responses. Emulsifier 471 prevents separation permanently, creating texture that nature never intended. Here's what nutritionists warn about. Added sugars in supposedly savoury foods contribute to insulin spikes, fat accumulation, and blood sugar dysregulation, especially in kids eating this daily. 2 tablespoons contains 4 grams of added sugar. Your child's protein sandwich is actually a sugar delivery system. Brown jars and heritage fonts imply tradition. The recipe is modern junk engineered for shelf stability and addictive sweetness. Real peanut butter separates naturally because it's just ground peanuts. This doesn't separate because it's been chemically stabilized. At $2.40, it's cheap because peanuts are no longer the hero ingredient. You're paying for sugar, palm oil, and emulsifiers with some peanuts mixed in. This is dessert masquerading as a protein food. Number 5. Coles Baby Wipes. Fragrance-free. Marketed as gentle, safe, and dermatologically tested. Soft packaging, pastel colours, promises of purity for your baby's delicate skin. Fragrance-free sounds like clean and simple, right? But flip the packet and read the ingredients. Contains phenoxyethanol, cocamidopropylbutane, citric acid. Translation. Phenoxyethanol is a preservative that's been linked to nervous system irritation in animal studies. Cocamidopropylbutane is a synthetic surfactant that can cause allergic reactions. Here's what pediatric dermatology studies have found. Phenoxyethanol exposure in baby products is associated with skin rashes, eye irritation when wipes are used near the face, and infant sensitivity reactions, especially in babies under 6 months. The European Union restricts phenoxyethanol concentration in baby products to 1%. Australia has no such restriction. Translation. Your baby might be getting higher concentrations than European babies. Fragrance-free doesn't mean chemical-free, and it means no added perfume, but you're still wiping your baby's skin with preservatives and surfactants multiple times per day. At $3.50 for 80 wipes, parents are paying for reassurance and pretty packaging, not actual safety. Babies deserve fewer chemicals, not clever wording. Number 6. Coles Breakfast Oats Quick. Promoted as heart-healthy, wholesome, and the smart start to your day. Packaging features grain fields and mentions whole grain. But here's the processing truth. These are rolled oats that have been mechanically pre-cooked, steamed, and flattened thinner than traditional oats. Translation. Ultra-fast digestion equals faster glucose release into your bloodstream. The more processed the oat, the quicker it breaks down into sugar. Here's what dietitians warn about. Quick oats spike blood sugar faster than traditional rolled oats or steel-cut oats. The glycemic index of quick oats can be 15 to 20 points higher. For anyone managing blood sugar, pre-diabetics or diabetics, quick oats behave more like refined carbs than whole grains. You get a spike, then a crash, then hunger returns faster. Whole grain on the package hides the glycemic reality. Yes, it's technically whole grain, but processing changes how your body responds. Steel-cut oats take longer to cook but keep you full for hours. Quick oats are digested so fast you're hungry again by 10 a.m. At $1.50, cheap energy comes with metabolic cost. Not all oats behave the same in your body. Number 7. Coles Dishwashing Liquid Lemon. Bright yellow, cheap, smells fresh and citrus clean. Positioned as the affordable way to cut through grease. But look at what's actually cleaning your plates. Contains sodium lauryl sulfate, synthetic fragrance, colorants 102, and preservatives. Translation. Industrial degreasers that strip skin oils just as effectively as they strip food oils from dishes? That's why your hands feel tight and dry after washing up. The fragrance masks chemical harshness with artificial lemon scent. There's no actual lemon oil in this formula. Colorant 102 is tartrazine, a synthetic yellow dye with zero cleaning purpose. Here's the dermatological reality. Sodium lauryl sulfate in dish liquids is linked to hand dermatitis, microcracking in skin, and increased chemical absorption through damaged skin barriers. If you're washing dishes by hand daily, you're exposing your hands to these compounds repeatedly. Lemon imagery on the bottle implies natural cleaning power. There's no lemon oil, no citrus extract, just synthetic fragrance designed to smell like lemon. At $2 for 500 milliliters, it's cheap because safety isn't prioritized and skin health isn't factored into the price. Your hands pay the hidden price. Here's what you need to understand about supermarket pricing. The ACCC court filings exposed exactly how this works. Coles temporarily raises base prices on products, then applies discounts and markets them as specials that aren't real savings. You're not getting half price, you're getting back to what the product cost 2 months ago before the artificial spike. The specials create urgency, down makes you think you're winning, and the entire system is designed to manipulate perception. Decades ago, food and household products were simpler, had shorter shelf lives, and were more honest about ingredients. Bread went stale in 2 days because it was actually bread. Peanut butter separated because it was ground peanuts. Chicken was just chicken. Today's products contribute to type 2 diabetes from hidden sugars, skin disease from synthetic irritants, gut inflammation from emulsifiers, and hormonal stress from preservative loads. The cheaper the product, the more corners have been cut, and your body pays the difference. Look for products with shorter ingredient lists. Check price per unit instead of package price. And consider independent brands that aren't playing the fake discount game. Read labels like your health depends on it, because it does. Your health and your money deserve better than corporate deception and chemical shortcuts. Which Coles product shocked you the most? Are any of these sitting in your trolley every single week? Drop a comment and let me know. Subscribe for more videos exposing what Australian supermarkets don't want you questioning.